Good morning! Hi everybody! How are you today? Happy Tuesday! How's things today? Show me your face. What kind of face have you got on? Have you got a happy face? I hope so! So, the most exciting thing happened to me this morning. Guess what? I got a letter in my front door, in my letterbox. And I thought, you know what would be so cool? I'll wait until I can see first class on the camera for school and we'll open it together and I can see who my letter is from. You ready? Okay. Ooh, it's on orange paper. And it's a letter. Whoa. Very exciting. It says, "Dear Miss Plunkett, thank you for my Christmas present. I love the Peppa Pig teddy bear. I brought it to my granny's house to play with. I called her Rebecca Rabbit. Love, Miss Morton." Woohoo! Miss Morton got her Christmas present and she loved it. It's really fun getting post, isn't it? It's really fun to give people post, to send post too, because you have to put them in the letterbox. And you know, it's such a coincidence because today for our English lesson, we're learning how to write letters, like proper letters, like this one. Look, at the top of this letter, it's got the address. So this is the person who wrote it. This is Miss Morton's address. She's got her address, and then she put the date so that I know when she wrote me the letter. Then she says who it's to, and then she wrote her letter, and then at the end she put who it's from. So that's 5 different things that she has in it. An address, the date, who it's to, the part of the letter, the body of the letter, and who it's from. 5 things. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And it looks very professional, doesn't it? Professional looking letter. So I was thinking, why don't we write a letter together? We'll learn how to write letters and we'll write one all together. Grab your yellow copybook. If you need to pause this while you go and find it, that's okay. Just press pause and go and get your yellow copybook. I've got mine right here. While you go and get your yellow copybook, I'm going to put this under the visualizer, okay? Pause me if you need to. Off you go. Okay, did you get it? Excellent. So, nothing to do with the letter, but we're going to put a title on our work because we know that when we put a title on our work, it makes it really, really clear and really, really good work. So, the very top of your page, inside, not outside, inside the red line, we're going to put letter because it's our title for our work. So we're going to do an O, A, okay? Letter. You can write that too. If you need to pause it so you know how to spell things, you can just pause, okay? Now, can anybody remember? Well, before we start about trying to remember things, do you know what kind of letter I thought we would write? I thought we'd write Santa Claus a letter. Thought it might be nice for us to write a thank you letter to Santa Claus. Just like Miss Morton wrote me a thank you letter to say thank you for the present, we could write Santa Claus a thank you letter. Can anybody remember, and I'll hold this up to give you a clue, what was the first thing on the letter? Who knows? Shout it out if you know the answer. Yes, the address was the first thing on the letter. Whose address was it? Was the address the address of the person that it's going to, or the person who wrote the letter? Say it louder. Yes, that's right. It's the person who wrote the letter. Now, if you want to write your own address, you can, but it might be nice for us all, because we're writing this letter together, it might be nice for us to write the letter as if we were in school, because we all go to Kiltiernan School, so we could write Kiltiernan's school address, okay? So, when you're writing a letter, it's kind of funny. You don't start on the normal side, you do your address on the other side. So instead of starting beside the red line, this time we're going to go about halfway across. Put your finger maybe about halfway across on your page. And we'll start writing our address. Now look, we're going to skip a line, and we're going to write on the next one, okay? So we're going to write Kiltiernan School. because this is going to be the start of our address. Kiltiernan School. Capital, because it's the name of a place, it's a proper noun. Kil, k, I, o, Tiernan, t, e, n, a, n. Kiltiernan School. S, and then C, H, O. Kiltiernan School. Then starting right underneath that, Kiltiernan School is on Glebe Road. So that's the next part of our address. So we'll write capital G, G, O, E, B, E. Glebe, and then road. R, O, A, D. So look, there's our address. Kiltiernan School, Glebe Road, and then it's going to be Dublin 18. So we'll do Dublin, again, right underneath the letter, starting at the same place every time. Dublin. D-U-B-L-I-N, 18. 1, then 8. And that's our address. Tick. The first part of our letter is done. We did the address. Okay. Who can remember? What's the next part? We did the address. What went under the address? Who can figure out that? That's right. It's the date. So we'll put the date again, starting at the same part underneath. Okay. And we're going to say, who knows what today's date is? It's very hard to remember when you're at home all the time. Anybody? The 12th of January, that's right. So we do 12, and then we do our little 12th. So we do a little, just a little mini one. Do you see that? Can you see it up there? Wait till I show you. 12. Okay. 12th of January. So we do J, capital J, because it's the name of the month. J, A, N, Jan, U, A, Y. J, A, N, A, Y. January, and then you need to do 2021. So you checked. Does yours look like this? Kiltiernan School, Glebe Road, Dublin 18, 12th of January 2021. Does it look like that? That's two things we've ticked. We've ticked the address and the date. Let's have a look and see what comes next, or can you remember what comes next for a letter? We did the address. The address is here. And we did the date. And then look, it goes back to the normal side to start writing, and we have to write who it's to. Now, who are we writing our letter to? We're writing our letter to Santa Claus. Okay, so look, you don't stay on this line. You come down to the next line. All right? Let me see, can I get that shiny bit off? Okay, so you come onto the next line and go all the way back to the beginning. And we're going to say, Dear Santa Claus. Dear, it's the start of our sentence. So it gets a capital letter. D-E-A-R. Dear Santa. It's his name. So it gets a capital letter. Excellent. Santa. Dear Santa Claus. O-A-U-S. Dear Santa Claus. And then we're going to put a little comma, because that's what they do in letters. After you've said who it's for, you just put a little comma. A comma is like the little bit that comes down. We used a comma in our list yesterday, didn't we? Some of us were listing things in our news, like presents we got or dinner we had, and we just put a little comma in our list. So this is another place that you use commas. I've got a number 3 on my board there. Can you see that? We'll rub it out because we don't need a number 3 in our letter, sure we don't. So we did our address, then we did our date, then we've done who it's for. Dear Santa Claus. Let's go back to the letter Miss Morton sent and see what comes next. So we did the address, then we did the date, then we went back to the right side and we did Dear Santa Claus. Oh, then she wrote me her letter. Now she didn't just say one thing. She used her letter to tell me lots of things. Like, she said thank you, then she told me what she got, and then she told me what she did. So you can do this very, very cleverly yourself, all by yourself. You can say, thank you for the, and you can write in what Santa Claus brought. Thank you for my bike, or thank you for my teddy bear, or thank you for my LOL aeroplane, or thank you for my jigsaw puzzle, or thank you for whatever Santa brought. So you're going to say, thank you for my, okay? So again, you don't keep writing on this line. We'll go back to the beginning of the next line. Make sure you're right beside the red bit. Thank you. Thank you for my, and then you need to put in your toy, whatever you wrote, and I've got a full stop at the end of that sentence. I'll make it bigger so you can see it. Okay, thank you for my, Then tell him something you did with it. Say, I had fun playing with my brother, or I brought it to my granny's house, or I spent 4 hours building the Lego, or I played with it in my bedroom, or I took it to my friend's house. So tell Santa, what did you do with it? Okay, that can be your next bit. You don't need to go on to a new line. You can stay on the same line. Okay. After you finish telling him what you did with it, then you might like to tell him a piece of news. Okay, so tell him a piece of news. We had the best Christmas ever. Or we saw my auntie and uncle at Christmas. Or it snowed on Christmas. I don't think it did snow, but anyways. Or we went for a swim on Christmas Day. So you're going to tell him, what did you do with your toy? Then you're going to tell him a piece of news. Okay? I can't write those things on the board because it won't be the same for everybody. But you need to write those. So pause this video while you write those ones. Okay? Write some more things in your letter. Press pause and then come back to me. Ready, steady, go. Okay, so you filled in your letter. You said, Dear Santa Claus, thank you for my I brought it to We had a great Christmas. There was so much turkey. Or whatever you said. You've written your letter. So after you finish writing your letter, then you need to do the last part of the letter. You did your address, then you did your date, then you did who it's for, then you wrote your letter, all the big long things, all the sentences, and the last thing you need to do is write who it's from. This is going to be Aska Paska. You're just going to write after. You're going to have more lines than I have. Such better workers. You're going to have more lines. And then when you're writing who it's from, you go on to a new line again. So come back to the red bit and then do love. And then you can put another comma. And then you put your name. Okay? And that's your letter to Santa. That is so super. Really well done. I love writing letters and it's really exciting. It's really exciting to send letters and it's really exciting to get letters. So guess what? I've got 2 more letters that I'm going to send. Therefore, Miss Thorpe and Mary. So I'm going to send some letters. I put Miss Thorpe's name on it and then her address, not my address. My address is on the letter. Her address is on the envelope. Then I put a stamp in the corner. Mary's name, then Mary's address, and then a stamp in the corner. Okay, let's go post them. Okay, that was a lot of work writing letters, wasn't it? If you want to, you're going to know how to write letters forever now. So you can write letters using that address and date and who it's for and what you want to say and who it's from. You can do that as many times as you like. And you could send some real letters. If you ask your mum and dad for an envelope and some paper and a stamp, you could send some real letters. It'd be so exciting to send some letters. But now that we've done some hard work, it's time for a shake break. Are you ready? I have another good song today, and make sure you let me know if you've got any song requests that you want to do shake breaks to, or if you've got any dance moves that you would like to put into our shake breaks. Send me a video and I can put them in, and I can say, now we're going to do Bethany's move, or we're going to do Charlie's move, or whoever's move wants to send me a move, and we can put them in our shake break. Sound like a good plan? Okay. I'm going to press the music play. Up you get lots of space. Great shake break. Phew. These shake breaks are getting a lot of energy put in, aren't they? Are you all a bit warm? A little bit out of breath? Excellent. That's just the way to be. Okay, we're going to move on to a little bit of maths, all right? And yesterday in maths, who can remember what we were doing? Who forgot already? I don't believe it. It was only yesterday. I'll give you a clue. Yes, we were learning how to tell the time, weren't we? And how many hands did we say were on our clocks? Our clocks had 2 hands. Yes, they did. They had a long one or a big one and a short one or a small one. So they had a big hand and a small hand, a long hand and a short hand. Okay, we're going to play a little game first. I have a really big clock drawn up on the whiteboard, which I'm going to turn you around to. You need to get up. And you're going to use your hands. You're going to pretend you're on the clock. And I'm going to say 2 o'clock. And you're going to have to stand and you're going to have to use your arms to make 2 o'clock, okay? Remember, the big hand is on the 12, and that means o'clock. The little hand tells us which hour it is, if it's 10 o'clock or 9 o'clock or 4 o'clock or 6 o'clock. Like right now, this says 6 o'clock. Okay, so I'm going to turn you around, and then you're going to do the times that I call out. Okay. Got it? You standing in front of it. I'm not going to stand in the way, so you'll just hear my voice. I want you with your arms to make 9 o'clock. 9 o'clock. Go. Okay, this time make 4 o'clock. Go, make 4 o'clock. Quick, quick, quick. What about 7 o'clock? 7 o'clock. What about 1 o'clock? What about 12 o'clock? 12 o'clock. What about 10 o'clock? Excellent. Really good job. Okay, I'm going to turn you back over here just for a minute. And I'm going to get my clock again, because today, I was thinking yesterday, this class is just too clever. They're too good. I'm going to have to make it a little bit better for them. So, we know that the big hand, the longer one, when it's at 12, it says o'clock. Well done, it says o'clock. When the big hand is at 6, does anybody know what that says? When the big hand is at 6, it says half past, because look, it's halfway around. Oh, I did it the wrong way. It's halfway around the clock. So it says half past. Because look, what time does this say? It says 5 o'clock. If I bring this hand all the way around, well, sorry, not all the way, half of the way around, it says half past 5. Because look, the hour hand, the short one, has gone, watch it, it's going past the 5, and it's halfway to the next number. So it's half past, and it's gone past 5. It hasn't got to 6 yet. This one hasn't. So it's half past 5. If I did it this way, it would be half past. What's the little hand past? It's not at 7. It's past 6. Yeah? I'll move it all the way around. Half past. It's gone past the number 7, so it's half past 7. Now it says half past 8. It's not half past 9, because it didn't go 7, 8, 9. It didn't go past the 9 yet. So it's only gone past the 8, so it's half past 8. Does anybody know what time does this say? What time does this one say? Remember, big hand says half past. It's gone past 9. Yeah, half past 9. What about this one? Half past 10. Very good. What about this one? Half past, it's gone past 9, past 10, past 11. Is it gone past 12? Oh, no, it's not gone past 12. Half past 11. Okay, I'm going to mix it up. I'm going to make a time, and it's going to say this. What does this say? That's right. It says half past. Yeah, it's gone past 1. Yeah, it's gone past 2. Has it gone past 3? No. Okay, so past 2. Half past 2. Very good. What about this one? Who knows this one? What does this say? Half past 4. What does this say? Now careful, I'm tricking you. It's on 12, so it doesn't say half past. Half past is when it's down here. It says 5 o'clock. I tried to trick you, but it didn't work. What time does this say? Now check the blue hand. Is it an o'clock or is it a half past? That's right. Half past. Past 5, past 6, past 7. Half past 7. Very good. Can you get your clock? Get your clock out of your box. Can you please make me half past 3? I'll make half past 3 and you make half past 3. Remember, for half past, the big hand has to be at 6. And the little hand has to be half past 3. So it has to go past the number 3. Not before it, after it. Does yours look like this? Half past, past 1, past 2. Remember, it has to hit 3 and go past it. Not before it, past 3. Nearly at 4. Half past 3. Can you make half past 10? Remember, half past is at 6. And then the little hand has to go past 8, past 9, past 10. Let's go past 10, trying to get to the next number. Half past 10. Let me see. Oh, very good. Excellent. Will we see if they match? Half past long hand, short hand, 10. Past 10. Nearly at 11. Half past 12. Half past, that means the big hand goes to 6 because it's half past. The little hand has to go half past 12. So it has to go past 10, past 11, past 12, nearly at the next number. Oh yeah. Snap. Half past 12. Check yours is the same. Okay. So, can you make half past 4? Make half past 4. I'm not going to give you any clues this time. Half past 4. Does it match? Big hand at half past, little hand past the 4. Okay, and just a little bit of revision. Can you make 3 o'clock? 3 o'clock? Anybody? 3 o'clock? Can you make 2 o'clock? No, not half past, 2 o'clock. And can you make half past 1? Half past 1. Well done. Absolutely super. You might need lots of practice on those. It can get a little bit confusing, but if you just keep practicing, ask your mom or your brother or your sister or your minder or whoever it is, ask them to say, make me half past 12, and you make half past 12 on your clock. Make me 2 o'clock, and you make 2 o'clock on your clock. We're going to do some Busy at Maths, so let me flip you around so you can see the Busy at Maths that we are doing. You might want to pause me right now so you can go and get your Busy at Maths in case you can't see the whiteboard. We're going to be on page 82, okay? Off you'll get your Busy at Maths. Okay, so you make sure you're looking at your book so you can see the times properly, because up here it's a little bit tricky to see all the times really clearly on the whiteboard, okay? So we have to read, what time does this say? Well, is it o'clock or is it half past? Where's the big hand? That's right, it's at half past. So it's half past, and what number is it gone past? It's gone past 1, past 2. Half past 2. Next one, is it o'clock or half past? You're right, it's half past, and it's half past 4. That's right, it is half past 4. Because it's gone past 4 and it's not past 5 yet. That's what we have to check. Which one did it go past? Okay? So you're going to write all of the times of the clock, just like we did yesterday, and you're going to check, are they o'clock or are they half past? Then, question 2 down here. Can you put your finger on question 2? I'm going to read it and you can follow with your finger along. I start doing my homework at the time on clock B. So, clock B. What time is clock B? What time do they start doing their homework at? Half past 4. Now, what I suggest is you get your clock and you make that time. Make half past 4. Now, we know from yesterday that 1 hour on the clock is when the big hand goes all the way around. So look, if I do this all the way around back to the next half past, that's 1 hour. When it does one full circle, not half a circle, not most of a circle, but when it does, it's at the 6, when it goes all the way around to the 6 again, that's 1 hour. Okay? Now, so we know clock B is 4:30. So you make that on your clock. So it says, I start doing my homework at the time on clock B at 4:30. I spend 1 hour at homework. Well, if this person spends 1 hour doing homework, get your big hand and do one full circle. What time, the question says, what time does it finish at? I finish at, what time do they finish at? 4:30. I'm not telling, but you need to write the answer. You can write 4:30 because it's written up there, and then you just do the number, okay? Wait there while I move the book up so we can see the next question, question number 3. Now, question number 3 is just like yesterday. It tells you the time and you have to draw it. So the first one says, read it with me, 3:30. So we need a big hand. Where does the big hand go if it says 3:30? That's right, 3:30. So the big hand will go to the 6 and it says '3. So we know it's 3:30, so the little hand has to point after 3. Not at 4, not at 3, but it needs to go past 3, so it's kind of in the middle. You see that? The next one says 5:30. Very good. So we know it says 3:30, so we need to do our big hand at the 3:30 down to 6. And our little hand says 5:30. So we need to do it past 5, but not at the next number. Little hand. There we go. So you need to draw all of the times, okay? And then at the very bottom of the page, wait till I scooch my camera so you can see this. It has a question, question number 4. It says, which clock shows an hour later, and we know an hour is when the hand goes all the way around. Which clock shows an hour later than clock E? Well, let's find clock E. A, B, C, D, E. So here's clock E, put your finger on it. And clock E says 6:30, and you will already have drawn it. So you'll draw 6:30 and it's after 6. Can you see that? 6:30, after 6. Which clock shows an hour later than clock E? Well, 6:30, and I'm going to do an hour later. So I'm going to go an hour, so that's all the way around. 1 hour later is 7:30. So you have to find the one that says 7:30, and you have to write what letter. Is it clock A, clock B, C, D, E, F, G, or H, and you have to write the answer. Okay? And that is all your English and all your maths for your learning with Miss Plunkett today. Well done. You have done an absolutely super job. I think you are brilliant. You're doing fabulous homeschooling. Well done for all that work. Good luck with your maths. And if you want to send me a picture of any of the work you did today, your letter writing or your maths work, you let me know on maybe Seesaw and I can give it a little correct and a little look for you. Okay? See you later, alligators. What do you say in a wild crocodile? See you later, alligators.